Hi friends. First of all, I'm doing my best. I'm really out of practice. My little pink tripod broke, so I have you perched on something precariously, and it's not the best angle. It's not a selfie angle. You're kind of angled up, which I don't like. So I got out my tripod stand, which is more reliable, but tends to fall. And I haven't been using it for videos. I've been using it for the light, for, needlework. So anyway, hello. Long time no see. And yes, my voice sounds awful because I've been taking asthma medication, as you will have seen if you watched one of my previous videos. And it's affecting my vocal cords, so I don't sound the same. And I don't like it. I don't know what to do about it, but anyway. So I had a talk with Mark. I'm standing here at my sink because I need to do my dishes, but I thought I would talk to you guys for a little bit. I had a conversation. Watch my most recent video about not putting my face or my voice on the internet again, and basically he thought I was overreacting a little bit. And while he said it's a possibility, he's like, yeah, it could happen, it's a possibility, but why would anyone come after you? And I was like, I don't think anyone's going to come after me. That's not the point. The point is AI is taking over everything. And with my voice out there and my face out there, there is a potential for this to happen. And he said, life's too short. If you enjoy making YouTube videos, make them. And I said, well, what about the risks to you? And he was like, well, I'm willing to take the risk, basically. So he said, well, if a lot of YouTubers were coming on and saying, and you hear the dogs. He said if a lot of YouTubers were coming on and saying that their identity had been stolen and it had affected their finances and their credit, he was like, then I would be like, come on, girl. He didn't say that, but basically, come on, you got to stop. Take everything down, stop. He's like, but I don't see that happening. And I honestly haven't seen that happening either. I have a tendency to get scared. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that. In 2020, I got freaked out. I deleted my Facebook, my original Facebook. I have since, I took over Max's page, basically. So this is another reason I have not been doing videos, is because my voice tends to give out. And I have to keep clearing my throat. And I sound like I'm croaking. I sound like a frog. And I don't smoke. I've never been a smoker, so it's not that. And I believe it is the asthma medicine. So, yeah. I think I'm going to start making videos again, face to face. And, I mean, from when I started YouTube, I just look worse. I look worse and worse with every passing year. And I know I'm getting older, but my vanity is like, girl, you need to stop putting yourself on the internet. My paranoia saying, girl, you need to stop putting yourself on the internet, and my vanity is saying the same thing. So along with the asthma that won't resolve itself, I didn't tell you guys about a surgery I had, so we'll get into that later, but the last time I went to the doctor was this past week. He said, oh, there's all these tests I make new patients take, and you never took them. He said, where are yours? And I said, I never took them. And he said, did you refuse them? And I said, no. And because I've been going to the same doctor for about 20 years. So he did the test on last Thursday, and one of the tests showed that I have a slightly fatty liver. Now, since Preston did what he did, I've kind of like stopped taking care of myself, to be honest with you. It's just really affected my mental health. Therefore, it has affected my physical health. But not only that, just the climate that we live in, all the microplastics, the forever chemicals, the constant spraying of the atmosphere, the corn syrup that's in everything, all the processed foods, the standard American diet, all that combined with my already thyroid issue, it's just, I guess, created a storm. And I had noticed that I was getting like the fat around my stomach, and I was like, uh-oh, I know that means diabetes. But my blood sugar and my AC1, the doctor for some reason always tests those. Every time I go get a TSH test for my thyroid, he does everything. So that has always been fine. So I'm like, well, I don't have diabetes. It doesn't run in my family. I had no clue he was going to tell me I had a fatty liver, or slightly fatty, not like huge, not like a huge problem, but it was slight. And of course, who wants that? He was like, you don't strike me as a drinker. And as you guys know, I'm not a drinker. I have had like one bottle of wine in all of 2024, probably. I just don't like the way alcohol makes me feel, and I don't want to spend the money, to be honest with you. It would be a different story if I drank alcohol and had no side effects and it made me feel great, but that's not. My body's just like, no. So he's like, you don't strike me as a drinker. And I said, that's right, I don't really drink. And he said, then it's probably your diet. And he recommended a keto diet. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. Well, Friday was fine. Saturday was a little iffy. Sunday was okay. Sunday night, I got nauseous. I mean, I've been having headaches, but not the nausea as much as Sunday night. I got nauseous. I've been nauseous since Sunday night. And I have been drinking. I've been watching tons of videos. I have been drinking like the salt water with the apple cider vinegar, and I haven't taken any electrolytes because I don't have any. Well, I do. I have Gatorade, but I don't think any of it's sugar-free. Powerade, which has electrolytes in it, but it has 21 carbs per serving, and it has 2.5 servings per container. So 21 grams of carbs would be like my daily allowance for the keto diet. So I can't drink that. So I've tried. But just the thought, I guess because I'm nauseous, just the thought of eating anything else that's high in fat, no. And if you're like, Lily, you don't need to be eating any more fat because you're already overweight. Well, research the keto diet, because you'll discover why I would want to eat mostly fat and protein. So anyway, needless to say, it hasn't been going well. So today I said screw it, and well, this afternoon I said screw it, and I had a granola bar that had chocolate and it had sugar, and I thought this will help. Well, it helped my headache, but it hasn't helped the nausea. So I also thought, well, I'm gonna, since I had the granola bar and it didn't help, maybe if I have my normal coffee with the sugar and the milk. No, it didn't help. You can see here, well, I didn't finish it. I poured the rest in the sink. But anyway, it didn't taste all that great anyway, because it was flavored coffee, and it's not my favorite. Flavored coffee is not my favorite. So in case you didn't know that about me, I will drink it, but it's not my favorite. And that's what I had, because that's the Keurig pods that we have currently. So there are some flavored coffees that I like, but the Keurig pods that we have currently I don't like as much. So now it is 7:30 and I am still not hungry after I ate lunch and then the granola bar and then the coffee with sugar and milk. So I'm not going to eat anything else tonight. Plus, I really don't want it. So I'm going to start again tomorrow. I did put an Amazon order in, and I ordered, even though I've been taking magnesium, potassium, and calcium at night, maybe it wasn't enough, I did order potassium and magnesium from Amazon. It should be arriving tomorrow. It's supposed to be arriving tomorrow. So I'm going to try again tomorrow, and I'm just gonna, I don't know if I'll be able to stick to it. I'm gonna try. I know I need to cut out my processed food. I know that, like, I eat, hang on a second. This was my go-to cereal lately. I thought, ooh, that's healthy. I mean, it's better than Fruit Loops, right? It has, 8 servings per container, which is 3/4 of a cup, and I didn't measure it, I just filled up a bowl, has 40 grams of carbohydrates. Can you see that? Well, if you can't, just take my word for it. Along with, I mean, it's not too bad. It doesn't have like the seed oils, and it doesn't have, but apparently oats raise your blood sugar a lot, which I didn't know, but I do know now after binge watching keto videos. So I just hope I'm not wrecking my body with the keto diet. If you have any experience with it, please leave me a comment below. Because I don't want to wreck my body. I want to fix my fatty liver. I would love to lose weight in the process, and I would love for the inflammation in my joints to go away, specifically my hips. And I've also read comments under some of the videos, and the people have said that their asthma has gone away. And I thought, well, wouldn't that be great? And because of my voice, I want my voice back. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off for now and do the dishes, but I'm going to show you some clips of Mark and I have been trying to walk on his days off, and so I'm going to show you some clips of us walking the dogs in a nearby town. So enjoy.
man, you wait. More water. That